The Heiress by Rachel Hawkins, audiobook book summary in English. In the lush, enigmatic hills of North Carolina's Blue Ridge Mountains, Ashby House looms as a testament to both grandeur and tragedy. Its history is deeply entwined with the life of its most infamous occupant, Ruby McTavish Callahan Woodward Miller Kenmore. Known simply as Ruby, she was not just one of the wealthiest women in the state but also a figure cloaked in mystery and scandal. Her life story is one of privilege, suspicion, and intrigue, and Rachel Hawkins, the heiress, masterfully unravels this dark tapestry. Ruby's life began with drama. At just a young age, she was the victim of a high-profile kidnapping, an event that captured national headlines and cast a long shadow over her childhood. While she was eventually recovered, the ordeal left an indelible mark on her psyche, transforming her from a bright-eyed child into a young woman deeply mistrusting of the world around her. As Ruby grew older, she transitioned from being a symbol of innocence to a subject of fascination and speculation. Her beauty and wealth made her a darling of society, but the deaths of her 4 husbands cemented her as a figure of whispered fears and unspoken accusations. Each of Ruby's marriages ended tragically, with her husbands meeting untimely, often suspicious, deaths. Rumors of her involvement swirled, but nothing was ever proven, leaving a trail of speculation that added to her mystique. Following Ruby's death, her adopted son Camden inherits her vast fortune and the sprawling Ashby House. Camden, however, is a reluctant heir. Having spent his early years under Ruby's care, he is acutely aware of the weight that comes with the McTavish name. Ruby's wealth was matched only by her capacity for control, and Camden spent his youth in her gilded cage, suffocated by the expectations and machinations of the McTavish legacy. Seeking to escape this world, Camden moves to Colorado, leaving behind the wealth and infamy of Ashby House. There, he leads a quiet life as an English teacher, marrying Jules, a woman with her own troubled past. Together, they build a life far removed from the shadows of the McTavish estate, embracing simplicity and anonymity. But the past has a way of pulling people back, and a decade later, Camden finds himself returning to Ashby House after the death of his uncle. The return is not voluntary, it is necessitated by the complexities of inheritance and the legal entanglements of the estate. For Jules, the journey to Ashby House is as much about understanding her husband's past as it is about confronting her own. The couple arrives at the grand estate, a place as beautiful as it is haunted by the past. The house itself is a character in the story, its halls echoing with memories of grandeur and whispers of secrets long buried. The return to Ashby House sets the stage for a journey into the heart of the McTavish legacy. Camden's ambivalence about his inheritance is palpable. He is torn between his desire to leave the past behind and his growing realization that understanding Ruby's life might be the key to understanding his own. Jules, on the other hand, becomes increasingly captivated by the mystery of Ruby. Her curiosity drives her to explore the house, uncovering forgotten rooms, old photographs, and letters that paint a picture of a woman far more complex than the public image of a socialite widow. Through Ruby's letters, the narrative shifts between the present and the past, offering readers a glimpse into the mind of a woman who was as ruthless as she was misunderstood. Ruby's voice is sharp and unapologetic, revealing a life lived on her own terms but shadowed by a deep sense of isolation. The letters provide tantalizing clues about her relationships, her ambitions, and the tragedies that defined her life. They also hint at dark secrets, truths that, if uncovered, could shatter the carefully constructed facade of the McTavish family. As Jules delves deeper, she begins to uncover connections between Ruby's life and her own struggles. Both women, it seems, have been shaped by the constraints of their circumstances and the expectations placed upon them. Jules' empathy for Ruby grows even as she becomes increasingly uneasy about what she might find. The more she learns about Ruby, the more she realizes that the McTavish legacy is not just one of wealth but also one of manipulation, betrayal, and sacrifice. Camden, too, is forced to confront his complicated feelings about Ruby. As her adopted son, he was both loved and controlled by her. Her decision to make him her heir was as much a strategic move as it was an act of affection. Through his exploration of Ashby House and its history, Camden begins to see Ruby not as the larger-than-life figure he remembered but as a woman who was deeply flawed and deeply human. The tension in the story builds as long-buried secrets come to light. Was Ruby truly involved in the deaths of her husbands, or was she a victim of circumstance and malicious gossip? What role did her childhood kidnapping play in shaping her life and the choices she made? And why did she choose to adopt Camden, a decision that seemed out of step with her otherwise self-centered existence? Hawkins weaves these questions into a narrative that is as gripping as it is thought-provoking. The pacing is deliberate, allowing readers to savor the unfolding mystery while becoming deeply invested in the characters' journeys. The setting of Ashby House amplifies the story's Gothic atmosphere. Its grand yet decaying beauty serves as a metaphor for the McTavish family itself, outwardly impressive but riddled with cracks beneath the surface. As the story reaches its climax, the revelations come fast and furious. The truth about Ruby's marriages, her relationships with those around her, and the motivations behind her actions is revealed in a series of twists that are both shocking and satisfying. These moments challenge readers to rethink everything they thought they knew about Ruby and the McTavish legacy. The novel's conclusion is both poignant and powerful, offering closure while leaving room for reflection. The Heiress is more than just a story about wealth and mystery, it is a meditation on identity, the weight of family expectations, and the choices that define us. Hawkins' characters are richly drawn, their struggles and triumphs resonating long after the final page. For readers and listeners seeking a tale that combines Gothic suspense with psychological depth, The Heiress is an unmissable journey into the dark heart of legacy and power. Its blend of mystery, drama, and emotional resonance ensures it will leave a lasting impression, making it an audiobook worth every minute of your time.